Alright guys, so what do you get when you cross Resident Evil with Alien? To the Blu-Ray Mountain! Doom is directed by Andres I'm not even going to try to pronounce that, so I'm just going to put that name right here. Doom stars Karl Urban, The Rock, and Rosamund Pike. Yeah. So what do you get when you pop Doom into your Blu-ray player? You get a straightforward action movie. And it's a little bit too straightforward. This movie literally lays everything out in front of you. This movie barely lets you figure out anything for itself. It gives you plot device after plot device after plot device after plot device. You get where I'm going here. Alright guys, let's talk a little bit about the cast. The cast in this movie is large, kind of like AVP. But unlike AVP, you actually know these characters. But there's a downside to that, because most of these characters are extremely stereotypical. We got the angry guy, we got the stern guy, we got the leader, we got the new guy, we got all of these action movie stereotypes. Moving on to the score, we have a very tense, quiet score that really helps with the gunfights, so props to the sound department there. But other than some blasts of like high-tension music during some of the more unrealistic parts, we'll talk about the first-person scene later, but this movie really is very quiet, filled with almost no music. Now, so far this movie sounds really good. I mean, we have a really tense, quiet score that does have occasional eruptions of energy, and it sounds great on paper with all these stereotypical characters, and it's an action movie, and it's aliens, and it's badass. But this movie is kind of, well, it's boring. There's a lot of blasting the enemy in short bursts and then walking. Short bursts, then walking. Short bursts, then walking. The Rock looking concerned. And then more walking. Karl Urban looking concerned. And more walking. Rinse and repeat. Now from that makes this movie sound a little bit serious, but like I said, it makes it boring to me. But there are scenes in this film where they play to the camera and kind of look and do some kind of signature joke or something like that. And it does make this film seem a little bit lighter at times, and that really does help. Unfortunately, Doom takes itself so seriously that a lot of the line delivery becomes so serious that it's almost cheesy, but I actually kind of like the cheese. Now, from what I said so far, you think that I don't like this film, and it's not my favorite, but I have to say, the cheesiness does help a lot. I mean, there are some scenes where I wouldn't take seriously, and I don't, but the fact that it's a little bit cheesy and a little bit campy does help. Another thing that really helps me through this movie is the character of Portman. Now, he might be a little bit douchey and a little bit sleazy. He's the only character that really knows that there is bad shit going down, and he wants to get out. So, I kind of tend to relate to that character the most, because if I have a big, huge alien trying to rip my head off, I'm going to run in the other direction. So there's going to be a little bit of spoilers here, and if you haven't seen Doom, just fast forward until the spoiler sign goes away, so you've been warned, here comes the spoilers. The Rock has a villain turn in this movie, and it can go a couple different ways. The turn could show him as a man that's trying to protect his men, or show him as a man that's just trying to get the mission done. That helps to create a really badass fight scene with the Reaper and himself at the end of the film. Guys, there is something else in this movie that really kind of took me out of it, and that is the first-person action scene. Now, a lot of people say that they like this, but it completely took me out of the movie. I thought it was completely unrealistic. The sound department really dropped the ball here, and some of the scenes that should have been really impactful and loud were just very quiet, and I didn't really like that part of the movie. Like I said, some people like it, but I've seen it in the game. I really didn't want to see it in the movie because it just doesn't work. In the end, guys, it's a fun movie, but it really didn't fulfill some of the things that I was hoping that it would have. So I know what you guys are thinking. Does this movie get a Metal Claw? I gotta give it a head down, guys. I just did not like Doom. It was okay. Maybe I'll like it the second time around, or the third, maybe even the fourth. But it just doesn't get a Metal Claw for me. There are many other science fiction movies out there that are just better. Well, there you have it, guys. This is the first movie that I didn't give a Metal Claw. It's my first negative review, Even though you can say that AVP kinda was a negative review, even though I did have fun with that movie. So what did you guys think of Doom? Let me know down in the comments down below. I have another question for you guys. I'm gonna leave my next From the Shelf video up to you guys. So which one do you want me to do next? The Nightmare on Elm Street remake? Or Near Dark? Alright guys, you know the drill by now. Like, share, comment down below. Follow me on Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram. And let me add something new this time. Make sure you check out my BlueTube videos Facebook group. I'll have it down in the description box down below. But most importantly guys, this has been Zack versus the Blu-Ray Mountain. Stay metal, my friends.